Hello and welcome to another food adventure. I'm not going to say Chinese food adventure because today, funnily enough, is about Italian food, pizza to be more specific. So I am currently in this tiny village in southern Anhui province. It's called Nanxinan. And the reason I'm here is a few weeks ago, I scrolled across a video on Chinese social media which showed a foreigner who's actually opened a pizzeria here. His videos are getting millions of views online and I can really understand why. I mean, people are so curious, myself included, to see a foreigner opening a pizzeria here of all places, as well as of course see his interactions with locals, many of whom have never tried pizza before and their reactions are just priceless. So I got in contact with him, his name is Adrien, and he's kindly agreed to let me follow him around for the day. So stay tuned for this video where we're going to be experiencing a day in the life of a pizza restaurant owner in a Chinese village. Let's go. Here we are. 卓文的小食堂 Pizza Coffee La Pizza de Adrien. Interesting. Okay, let's go inside. Hello!
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. Welcome to 卓文的小食堂.
It looks amazing. I am really excited to hear about your story. So some first questions, where are you from and how long have you been in China?
I was born in Tucson, Arizona, and I've been in China since 2009.
And is this like a first time restaurant thing or have you been in the restaurant business for a while?
No, I've never run a restaurant. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Wow, and you decided to open it here in a Chinese village?
Yeah. I have a strong connection to the countryside, to the outdoors, to the wilderness. You know, if I have the opportunity to open a little shop in the countryside, for me, that's like a dream come true.
How has it been?
It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. You know, it's kind of the new thing in town and people are really excited about it. So every day we have hundreds of people coming into this tiny little shop.
Oh my god. So Adrien's got a bit of time before starting his prep for the day, so he's taking me for a little tour around the village.
The village is not too large. I think there's about 1,200 people who live here. It's a small village just outside of xixxx, which is like the city area of Huangshan.
So if you have any plans to hike Huangshan anytime soon, it's good to keep in mind this pizza restaurant is only a 10 to 15 minute drive away.
The history of the village, there's a long history in this village. It's a 1,000-year-old village. And if you walk around, if you get deep into it, there are still some almost ruins of the old houses.
You know, as you're walking past, people are like giving you nods. Does everyone know you by now?
Yeah, everyone knows me by now. You know, I've been showing up every day for the past 2 months getting this shop set up.
What's the response from the locals been like?
I mean, as far as I know, everybody's super nice and friendly and helpful. Like I've run into several bumps along the way and they help me out and they invite me over for lunch.
I mean, this is just such an amazing example of like cultural exchange in its purest form. I mean, a pizza restaurant opening in this tiny village, but I guess it's also a two-way street, right? You get to share your culture with the locals, but they in turn also get to share it with you.
That's right.
Which brings me to my next question. As a food blogger, I'm also very interested to know, what's the local cuisine like here?
In Huangshan in general, we eat a lot of 豆制品, like a lot of soy products.
Yeah.
Tofu, right? And actually this village itself is called a Tofu Cun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and so, half of the village at least is part of the production and manufacturing of tofu. Also, I have a pizza that uses tofu ru.
Tofu ru, or fu ru as it's often referred to, is fermented tofu. There are many varieties of tofu ru you can find all around the country, but in this region, it's made spicy. That's so cool. So you're kind of like also adapting to local tastes.
That's right.
Very smart.
Yeah. I mean, I started with my choguiyu pizza.
Oh my god.
Which is...
Wait. Whoa. Choguiyu pizza. If you guys don't know, choguiyu is stinky mandarin fish. It's like a southern Anhui delicacy and it has this very pungent smell.
That's kind of part of what I want to do with this pizza shop is I don't only want to make Western flavors. I want to bring cultures and bring flavors together.
I'm going to be trying both of these pizzas later today, so stick around right to the end to see what I think of them. Anyway, back to the kitchen. Between the hours of 9:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m, Adrien is super busy in preparation mode. How many pizzas can that make?
This is gonna be like, I don't know, 75 pizzas. That'd be cool. It'll be our first time. Yesterday was our first day selling 60 pizzas.
Wow, so it's getting busier and busier.
Well, we're finally making 60 pizzas. I was stopping at 50. And like at 7:30 we were sold out. Or even 7 o'clock we were sold out. So, started making more.
So Adrien is busy doing some pizza prep right now, so I'm helping him come to this local tofu seller here. He's making Tofu, which is the hairy tofu. It's a specialty of the region. And also this tofu, which is actually what Adrien uses to put on his pizza. So apparently it still needs a few days to reach peak flavor levels. So it's not quite ready to sell yet, but he did let me have a taste. Okay, let's try this tofu. I'm only having the tiniest bit because this, my friends, is one whack banger flavor. Wow. It's so salty. It's like salty and like slightly spicy as well. Wow, man, that would be amazing on a pizza actually. Because of its creamy consistency and salty umami flavor, this tofu is commonly referred to as Chinese cheese. And with that added spice, I think Adrien's onto a winner here. 你吃过他的那个豆腐乳披萨吗？
我没有吃过。
你还没吃过？
没有。
这个当地人会怎么吃？
就当个菜吃，比如早上吃稀饭啊，搞一块；吃面条啊，吃饭啊，就当个菜吃的。哦。就当酱吃的原理一样。
Kind of a little bit like a spread, kind of like our version of a peanut butter, you know? But this guy is not the only tofu seller in town, not even close. All I can say is this place has definitely earned the title of Dofutun, Tofu Town. They also have all these posters around the village with various tofu quotes. I never knew tofu could be so dramatic. You said my heart was empty and empty, but I don't know that I'm just waiting for someone. Oh, you poor tofu. Whoa, this looks cool. Labyrinth tofu and a very fitting quote. There must be confusion and anxiety. Don't be afraid. All mazes have exits. I love that. And finally, aesthetic tofu. I am in the beauty world. Be a pretty boy. Yeah, tofu. So I'm in another tofu shop now where they're actually making freshly made dojang soy milk. And they were kind enough to give me a cup of fresh, steaming hot soy milk to try for myself. Oh, that is so smooth. Man, I could drink this in the morning like a coffee. It's really pleasant to drink. It's quite sweet. It's very thick. Oh, yum. I haven't had my coffee yet, but this'll do. But I think I might have an even better idea. I'm back. So, the tofu roll won't be ready for a few days. Okay. But I actually came across some dojang, and I can't help but noticing you have a coffee machine right there.
Yes.
What say we try out a dojang latte?
That's a really, really good idea. If it tastes good, it's going on the menu. I'm excited about this.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Tastes good.
It's different to what I thought it would be. Like if you like dojang, if you like soybean milk, I feel like you would like this. It's very refreshing with the ice in it. It's quite thick. You want to try it?
It's a little too beany.
It's a bit beany.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It's not what I'm used to.
Yeah.
The soy flavor is very apparent, but that's a good thing. It is soy milk, right?
Yeah.
And then it has some sweetness. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's local.
So I guess time will tell whether you'll be seeing any local soy milk lattes on Adrien's menu anytime soon. But speaking of menus, here's today's pizza menu. So here's the menu behind me here, written by hand on the chalkboard. And I've just come back from Italy, and one thing that I definitely learned while I was there is that the best restaurants, the menus are always handwritten, and the best menus, they're always small. Just a few things to choose from. So if that's anything to go by, we're gonna have a great meal tonight because we have 4 different pizzas on the menu. So we've got a margarita pizza here, bolognese pizza here, we've got our tofu roux pizza here, and we have our chogoyu pizza here, which I cannot wait to try. By 2:30 p.m, the major pizza prep is done. Now Adrien's main job is to build up the fire and heat inside the oven in preparation for customers to start arriving at 4:30 p.m. So you open at 4:30, but I'm seeing that you've got the oven started up at 2:30. What's the reason behind that?
Well, in order to cook a pizza properly in this oven, you need to have the right amount of heat. And you have to have a large amount of heat stored in the thick walls. So that takes 2 hours.
Man, it's really, really hot.
It's super hot, yeah.
I'm actually really curious to know, what did locals think when they first saw this oven? Because I'm guessing locals don't usually cook like this, or have they seen anything like this before?
Yeah, actually we got a lot of comments that the locals, well, they didn't know what was being built. and they had no idea, how this oven would potentially work.
Yeah.
And during the construction process, some of the locals remarked that it reminded them a little bit of of a tomb of some kind. They seemed to be a little bit freaked out, or at least they would joke about being freaked out. And it was kind of funny.
What are locals' reactions when they first try your pizza? Are they like sold first time, or does it take like a few bites for them to get used to it?
Well, there are two things involved. That's a good question. Like, a lot of people are sold immediately. They're like, wow, I've never had pizza like this. This is amazing. And then some people are a little bit confused by the black. Wood-fired oven, this kind of pizza, it has little black spots on it. People aren't really aware that that's what a traditional pizza or a more traditional pizza looks like, and they're like, oh, it's burnt.
Well, do you want me to go undercover for you? I can ask some of the locals what they think of it.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
Do some market research.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, Blondie's going undercover. 你吃过卓文的披萨吗？
吃的，
好吃吗？
好吃。
披萨我没吃，
没吃过，没尝过。
为什么？
这段他时间生意好，我再淡季一点再去。我那天去过，他要排队。哇，那生意蛮好的。
不明白他那原料的来处，他一边烧那个柴火，一边在那里面烤，那火要过去了。我不吃那个东西的。
卓文的那个餐厅，披萨餐厅，你去过吗？
去过。
那你觉得披萨好不好吃？
好吃啊！
你觉得为什么好吃呢？
我也不知道，我吃的是好吃。
师傅，你也吃过吗？
我吃过嘞。
你觉得他的披萨怎么样？
披萨好吃嘞。
那你觉得一个外国人来这里做生意，你有什么反应呢？
我支持，支持，很好的，很好的，也是我们南城南的村民，也是我们南城南的骄傲。
我感觉到好高兴的，外国人都到我们村子里来开披萨啦，不呀，这是好的。他发的时候给我们吃，我们村里有那个。一个人发那个票，就是可以到披萨店去领那个披萨，一个人一小块，好像我吃的好像可以。
这是你第一次吃披萨吗？
我第一次吃，哇，这么大老了都没吃过，就是现在第一次吃。
Okay, it is officially 4:30 p.m. It's opening time and people are streaming through the doors. You've got a mix of out-of-towners, those living in the city nearby, as well as curious locals coming to take a look at the menu. In any case, this place is popping. I am here with Rosie, Adrien's wife, and I mean, Rosie, it's right on 4:30 and people are streaming into this restaurant. People are taking photos, people are ordering like tens of pizzas. What's the secret to your success? How have these people all found out about your restaurant?
Because I've been posting videos on internet, like Chinese TikTok.
你们是怎么知道这个餐厅？
我在抖音上见过它，我们抖音经常刷到。
So you've done no other promotion for this restaurant?
No.
Amazing. And it's completely free as well
Yeah.
to post on social media.
Yeah.
Do you have one piece of advice for maybe a foreigner like myself that wants to do business in China?
Do social media?
Well, okay, I already do that. So my Bingfen restaurant coming to you guys soon.
wait, Bingfen restaurant?
I love Bingfen. I'm thinking, now after seeing Adrien, I'm like, why don't I open a Bingfen
Wait,
restaurant?
you're gonna open a Bingfen restaurant?
Maybe, why not? Let's see. Do you guys want that?
Yes.
What do you think about a
people
Bingfen
here
restaurant?
love Bingfen.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. You
I
can
think-
ask them, do you like Bingfen?
你们喜欢Bingfen吗?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
See?
See, I guess we've got a business right there. So if you had one piece of advice for foreigners wanting to do business in China, what would it be?
Follow your heart.
Oh, okay. Do you feel like you're doing that here?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, on that note, I think it's time we try some pizza. First up, the tofu pizza. The sauce you see going on there is Adrien's homemade tofu sauce, made from the locally sourced tofu that we tried a little earlier in today's video. I'm gonna try this tofu sauce. Whoa, it's got such a great force. It's got some spice to it.
Yeah, a little spicy.
Whoa, nice. It's super salty and oomphy and full of flavor. I cannot wait to try this pizza. And judging from the amount of this tofu sauce that's going on there, this is gonna be one serious flavor bomb. We've also got some grilled peppers going on there, mushrooms, fresh red chili, and of course, cheese.
The cheese has been a nightmare. Like, so this is my Italian cheese.
And you get this from Taobao?
I get this on Taobao, yeah.
Amazing.
Well, like I said, I don't know how to run a restaurant, and so at the beginning we've had some distribution issues. So it's been more than a week now, and my stock hasn't arrived. So I bought this in Pongshan to make up for it, and this is, well, I mean, it's not the same quality as this.
But at least you can sell pizza with it.
Yeah, it's still good,
Yeah.
but it's not as good as this. And so now I'm mixing them together.
Some of the unseen kind of troubles of running a business.
Yeah.
Anyway, now it's time to get it in the oven, cheese and all. A few minutes later, it's done and ready to eat.
So this is all air. It's, you know, crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside.
Oh my gosh, that looks absolutely delicious. It's topped with another generous squeeze of tofu sauce as well as some pickled onions. And there we have it, tofu pizza. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. So here we go, pizza number one. This is the tofu pizza. So it doesn't have a base of any tomato on it, it's just tofu. Let's go. Oh. That's so good. It's unlike any pizza I've had before. I mean, I just came back from Italy. I was having a lot of pizza there. You will not find this pizza in Italy, but maybe they should be making it there because it really makes sense with those really bold, salty, umami and spicy flavors from the furu. It really makes sense on this pizza. The bread is absolutely fantastic. It's airy, it's crunchy on the outside, it's got such a great flavor to it. And the pickled onions really set it off as well and give it like this refreshing zing. It goes really well with the capsicum on there, the mushrooms on there. This is a really good pizza. It's also quite spicy as well. And there's one thing I really, really, really want to do. 你好，我给你带来一块 pizza.
谢谢。
I'm so curious to see what he's gonna think of his own tofu on a pizza.
一定喝了呗。
好吃，好吃，好吃。
是吗？你觉得怎么样？
很好吃。
Eating all the toppings. Anyway, back to the kitchen because I still have one more pizza to try, the stinky Mandarin fish pizza. Man, chogoyu pizza was definitely not on my 2023 bingo card. Pizza number 2 is here. Chogoyu pizza, stinky Mandarin fish pizza. I mean, like I've been here to Anhui before and had the chogoyu. It doesn't have any stinky taste. It's very salty, very whack bang flavor in your face, a little bit of spice there. But generally, the main vibe I'm getting is salty, really salty. Let's go for it. Oh, it's really good. Like, it's definitely salty, as expected. Like, I mean, chogoyu is a very, very salty dish, but I think the addition of those pickled onions, it gives it quite a sweetness as well. So it like balances out the flavors in this, and those chilies actually quite spicy. It's quite a spicy pizza, not for the faint of heart, for sure. I love it. I really like it. But it seems I'm not the only one. Chogoyu pizza 怎么样呢? Delicious.
Yummy, yummy, yummy,
So that brings us to the end of today's pizza food adventure. I want to say the biggest thank you to Adrien and Rosie for letting me follow them around today and see what life is like owning a pizza restaurant in a small Chinese village. It has been very enlightening. It makes me really think about, you know, starting a business of my own, so stay tuned. Anyway, guys, if you have any immediate plans to travel to Huangshan, climb Huangshan, or be in this region, would really, really recommend you come and check out this restaurant. The pizzas were so unique. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And I will see you next week from Jiangxi Province. Bye.